Welcome. This is Julie Jordan Scott, and today I will be sharing with you a poem by Robert Lowell that is a part of our series, Poetry and Writing Prompts, specifically focusing on the journey. This week on 5 for 5 Brain Dump, we are focusing on the journey through the lens of gratitude, trust, commitment, action, and grace. Today we were focusing on trust. Tomorrow, which is today, or what is time anyway, we're focusing on gratitude. This poem by Robert Lowell, called July in Washington, may not seem like a likely candidate for a poem about gratitude, but I think that it focuses on the power of gratitude even when it doesn't seem as if there's something to be grateful for. So I'd like you to hold the thought of what is there to be grateful for in this poem as I read it. After I finish reading it once, I will give you a writing prompt, and then I'll read it one more time. So you may do whatever you choose. You may listen for both times. You may think about which of these words are gratitude-inducing. Wait for your prompt and leave after you get the prompt. You can stay for the second read. I just love having you here. If it's your first time, if you would take a second to subscribe. If you're interested in poetry, if you're interested in writing prompts, if you're interested in personal development, this is your place to be. As a creative life midwife, I love inspiring artistic rebirth, and poetry and writing are a big part of that. So here we go. July in Washington by Robert Lowell. The stiff spokes of this wheel touch the sore spots of the earth. On the Potomac, swan-white power launches keep breasting the sulphurous wave. Otters slide and dive and slick back their hair. Raccoons clean their meat in the creek. On the circles, green statues ride like South American liberators above the greeting vegetation. Prongs and spearheads of some equatorial backland will inherit the globe. The elect, the elected, they come here bright as dimes and die disheveled and soft. We cannot name their names or number their dates, circle on circle like rings on a tree, but we wish the river had another shore, some further range of delectable mountains, distant hills powdered blue as a girl's eyelid. It seems the least little shove would land us there, that only the slightest repugnance of our bodies we no longer control could drag us back. So within the contrast in that poem, what do you have to be grateful for? The first line, the stiff spokes of this wheel touch the sore spots of the earth. Your prompt is, my sore spots may be healed by gratitude, by. My sore spots may be healed by gratitude. And I chose the word by, but you can use when. My sore spots may be healed by gratitude when. My sore spots may be healed by gratitude by. Kind of looking at the action behind the gratitude. So I'll read the poem one more time. Your prompt is, my sore spots may be healed by gratitude by. Or my sore spots may be healed by gratitude when. The stiff spokes of this earth touch, sorry, I said it wrong. The other thing I just want to notice is I'm grateful for the artistry within this poem and the way that Robert Lowell obviously loves words so much that he just weaves them all together very melodically. The stiff spokes of this wheel touch the sore spots of the earth. On the Potomac, swan-white power launches keep breasting the sulphurous wave. Otters slide and dive and slick back their hair. Raccoons clean their meat in the creek. On the circles, green statues ride like South American liberators above the breeding vegetation. prongs and spearheads of some equatorial backland that will inherit the globe. The elect, the elected, they come here bright as dimes and die disheveled and soft. We cannot name their names or number their dates, circle on circle like rings on a tree. But we wish the river had another shore, some further range of delectable mountains, distant hills powdered blue as a girl's eyelid. It seems the least little shove of land is there, that only the slightest repugnance of our bodies we no longer control could drag us back. My sore spots may be healed by gratitude. My sore spots may be healed by gratitude when I'm reading from a book called Naked Poetry. It came out in 1969, so it's quite different naked poetry than there is now. It was a compilation by a number of different poets. Robert Lowell is one. Yesterday we read a poem by Sylvia Plath. You can find that in the playlist. And Robert Lowell actually taught both Sylvia Plath and Maxine Kumin. These are two women, two literary grannies who both died suicide. Another thing about Robert Lowell, he was very good friends with Elizabeth Bishop. In this same book, there is a poem about Sylvia herself, which I'd be happy to share if you'd like. So I'm Julie Jordan Scott, Creative Life Midwife. I'm so grateful you are here. I hope you'll come again. I hope that you will respond to this poem. If you write anything from it, I would love it if you would share a link to it, or maybe even read on video what you wrote and put it on your own channel. If you do that, let me know, because I would feel so privileged to watch. Thanks so much for being here. You are a blessing in my life, and the world is waiting for your words. Let's get those words on the page now.